Alright, welcome to a new video. We're doing something different for this one. I downloaded this mod which basically is a cheat tool for Silksong, and it allows us to get any item we want. I did this so we can get the Silkshot right at the beginning. That's right. We're going through Farloom just blasting every bug in the face with what essentially is this game's version of a railgun. Okay, here are the rules. Without them, we live with the animals. Number 1, we get infinite ammo. Why? Because I want this to be easier for me. Leave me alone. Next, we get Weave Light as well at the beginning. Again, why? Well, because using the needle to hit enemies is banned in this run. We can only deal damage using the Silkshot. However, every time I use the Silkshot, a little silk is used. With the Weave Light, we can gain a little silk, so we have just enough to fire the railgun again. So because we can't use the needle to hit enemies, it also means we can't get enough silk to heal. So basically we can't heal in this run except with the use of benches. Lastly, we also cannot use the nail to regain our silk cocoon. This is to make sure that our binding ability is essentially useless. So is everything clear so far? Good. Now let's murder every bug we see with this overpowered tool. And the first one on our list is Moss Mother. This is definitely one of the boss fights of all time. I mean, it's Moss Mother, what did you expect? She does summon adds though, which is a little annoying, but nothing our trusty railgun can't handle. Took us less than 10 hits to drop her. We continue our bloodlust to the first arena, which we handled pretty easily. I expected these arenas to be the hardest part of this run, since we can't heal, but after doing some of them, they're not that bad really. I'm only worried about the High Halls arena though. That is 15 waves of adds with 2 mini bosses at the end. But we'll cross that bridge once we get there. With this arena cleared, we move to the Marrow and engage in a jolly battle with the Bell Beast. I won't cut out most of these fights, so you can see in all its glory just how OP this tool is. I basically made it through the Bell Beast hitless. Moving on, we quickly move to the next area where there is yet another arena. That was insanely easy, by the way. After taking the dash ability, which we forgot to use in the lace fight, we fell into the lava and died. In the second round, I finally remembered I had dash and actually fought back. Lace 1 is now defeated. Moving on, we run to far fields and grab the Drifter's cloak. Luckily, these hawkers still drop the spines even if we hit them with a railgun. Lexile spines acquired. With the Drifter's cloak, we awaken the next boss, the fourth chorus, which surprisingly gave me the most trouble in this run. You see, despite taking up a quarter of the arena, this boss's only hurtbox is his tiny head, and we can't jump high enough to hit his little noggin. Therefore, I had to wait when he does an attack before giving him a good blast of the railgun. This boss has a tremendous health pool, however, so it took me a few tries to drop him. We did get there in the end though. And the fourth chorus will never be heard again. Moving on, we fly up to Greymoor and come face to face with Morwing, every new player's worst nightmare. After the nerf, however, this isn't the Morwing we love to hate. His Talon blades only deal 1 mask of damage now. That didn't stop me from dying to him a couple of times, however. Eventually, like all that came before, he is no match for a railgun, and he drops to the ground, soon to be food for the fleas. We go through Haunted Bellheart and eventually to Shellwood, where we try to shoot down our next target, Sister Splinter, only to be brutally humiliated. I decided to go back to Deep Docks to buy an upgrade from the Forged Daughter and return stronger than ever. We did get our ass handed to us one more time though, before finally dropping her. Sister Splinter splintered. With the help of the Cling Grip, I got the Poly Pouch and headed to Widow, where I died twice. I want you to pay close attention to this next round though. See how quickly I ended his first phase? That's nothing. Watch. This tool is so busted. With Bellheart free, we accepted this quest from the bartender in Halfway Home. He tasked us to get rid of these birds in his roof. After giving him their skin and feathers, he gives us another upgrade for our railgun. Now it's time for the first actual skill check of the game, the infamous bird arena. These birds, however, have never faced a railgun. Watch this is so satisfying. That's a triple kill. And we cleared the arena on our second attempt. Onwards we go to the Blasted Steps, where we are met with the last judge. The Blasted Steps is my least favorite of the mandatory areas in Act 1, but the last judge is my favorite boss in the entire game. Her movesets can be really daunting at first, but once you get her flow, it clicks, and the fight turns into a dance. Not this fight though, this is an execution. She drops after 3 attempts, mainly because I got really careless on the previous 2 attempts. With her dead, the door to the Citadel opens, and we enter Act 2. I had fun making this video. If this does well, I will surely do a part 2. So subscribe to be notified when it drops. In the meantime, I have other videos in the channel you can check out. Thank you for making it to the end, and as always, have a pleasant day.